We're getting to the top end of Melbourne, and that's obviously your $2 million plus sort of market. And the suburb I want to give everyone is a suburb called Albert Park. Everyone knows Albert Park very well because it's the home of the Australian F1, and you can see that image here. It's literally so famously known. It's ridiculous because it's actually crazy how they run this F1. They literally block off the streets here, and they fly past some of the actual terrace homes here, which is just crazy and incredible. But you know, if you own one of them in front of the raceway, you might get a free ticket. They don't happen to be very cheap. I think they're about $130 minimum or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've never actually been, but I know plenty of people who love going. But look, Albert Park really, if people don't know Albert Park, I think it is the best suburb in all of Melbourne, and everyone calls it the place to be. And again, this is just another article I've got here, and it just says, you know, the inner city Melbourne burb that is almost too good to be true. It's truly one of the last remaining quiet villages near the city. So, look, you can't go wrong in Albert Park. I mean, it's got everything you need. It's got such a nice village. It's right next to the CBD. It's got good coffee. It's near, you know, South Wharf. It's right next to Chirac. It's right next to Port Melbourne. You know, it's close to Brighton and Elwood too, if you like that. I mean, you know, and it's obviously the home of the F1. So, and you know, if you like the MCG and sport events in that sort of precinct too, you could ride a bike there. It's really that close. But you know, it's a 5 to 10 minute car ride. So you know, you can't go wrong here. It's so well serviced by, you know, the tram, buses as well. So, you know, Albert Park, in my opinion, is the best suburb of Melbourne. So if you have that, and it's cheap at the moment, if you have that sort of $2.4 million budget, you can definitely buy that. It's going to be like $4 million or more in 10 years. So just consider Albert Park if you have the chance to. Another suburb I want to give to everyone, and it's not probably your traditionalist suburb, I'd say, that would be announced, is a suburb called Black Rock. And I'm not talking again about Black Rock, the company that everyone likes to hold conspiracies over and I think does have a fair bit of influence, but it's a suburb of Black Rock. So, look, for those who don't know where it is, it's basically between Beaumaris and Sandringham. So it's on the Bayside of Melbourne, but Black Rock really is beautiful. That by the kind of like town centre there, where you can kind of see that roundabout and that monument kind of sticking up, that's kind of your village centre there, and it's just beautiful. Along Black Rock, there's kind of like these, I'd say, shorter sort of cliff faces and all this reef you can see out on the base, and the water's quite clear there too, so it's really beautiful. For those that don't kind of know the cliff faces I'm talking about, they're probably kind of similar to your Cronulla Point kind of height. They're not massive, but they're fair. But look, it's a very good family suburb. It's surrounded by, I mean, like golf courses, a lot of greenery, close to Beaumaris and Brighton. I mean, private schools, and on really large blocks in tree-lined streets, as you can see here. But again, like you'll see articles like this, and I think it's the most beautiful peninsula on all the Bayside. It's a small Bayside suburb with big appeal, and it's exactly what I'm talking about there. Look, you can't go wrong buying in Black Rock. It is beautiful, and I know a few people that live there, and I tell you what, they're probably not too unhappy about where they live. They don't often like to leave their suburb unless it's for an event or something else because they enjoy it so much. So look, definitely consider Black Rock if you're looking at buying in Melbourne above $2 million. And Black Rock's about almost a flat $2 million. So I'm giving you one that's a little bit cheaper on that end as well.